We are Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023. I'm Larissa. Morning. I having some really deep sleep last night. Oh my God. I have trouble sleeping and have for a number of years. I don't know why I slept so deep last night. Oh. But it'd be welcome to do it again. Maybe it's my grandma's birthday. Maybe it's her way of, maybe she helped me sleep somehow. Thinking about her. Oh. Oh my God. It's raining. Usually it's coming up to the rain. Usually they hurt real bad. I heard it wasn't as bad as I thought, but it's raining now. Oh my God. Yeah, when Omar's alarm went off, I was deep asleep. Usually I'm awake when Omar's alarm goes off, and it's not like a surprise, but I was like, oh my God. Omar's alarm went off. Oh. So I was real productive yesterday. I prepared all this food, prepared all this stuff. Oh. Went to the grocery store yesterday. I went to a store that I don't normally go to. I used to shop at this store all the time. Because one, they're locally owned, and two, they have a huge selection, right? And there's stuff that I can get there that other stores don't carry, right? So I quit going there because many of the staff are very rude. And at the beginning of the pandemic, like twice I went there, and there were people, I don't know if they worked there or people, other shoppers that were just aggressive and violent towards me. And I don't think I'm special. I'm sure there's other people that were as well, but it was just like, oh my God. So when I pulled in the parking lot, because I had to buy herbs. I had to buy herbs for making my teas, right? And they have a big bulk herb section, which is why I went there. Because I don't normally go there anymore. There's a homeless person who was sitting in front of the entrance on the ground. And it was a person who looked like they had some issues, right? It looked like someone, I didn't want to walk past him, so I went around. There's like 2 entrance areas. So I went around because I didn't want to interact. And three employees approached him and said something. I didn't hear what they said, but I saw the guy when I pulled into the parking lot, right? And I was getting out of my car. And it was as I was getting out of my car that these guys said something to him. And so I started to walk around the other way. This guy flips out. Whatever these guys said to him, he flips out and he starts screaming, I'm not gay. I'm not a homosexual. I wish I was, but I'm not. This is what this guy's screaming. I'm like, I have no idea what those guys said to him that worked there. But I'm like, they did not walk up to him and say, could you please sit someplace else? Right? So then this woman comes out of the store who works there, and she's part of the reason why I quit shopping there, because she's rude. She's extremely rude. And she's screaming at this guy, and this guy's like flipping out. And I don't know if the cops actually came or what the story was. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go shopping. And, but I'm like, approaching somebody like that, it's kind of dangerous. I thought about getting in the car and leaving and coming back later. I'm like, no, I want to get this done now. So I did my shopping, and when I got up to the checkout, it was the woman. I was in line with the woman who was screaming at this homeless guy, and I said to her, I said, I said, those three produce guys instigated that this morning. She said, what? I said, they said something to him that caused him to behave that way. She goes, oh, no. He threatened me. And she's like, I've had it. I'm done with the homeless. And she's screaming and yelling. And I'm just like, oh, okay. She said, he threatened me. What is he going to do? Leave my daughter an orphan? I said, oh, okay. So when they kill me, I guess it really won't matter because I don't have kids. So I said to her. She was like, what? And I'm like, break in my house. They steal food. They steal medicine. They use personal, items. They're squatting on my property. I said, nobody cares. My point was what she did in that store and what those three guys, you don't approach somebody like that and taunt them, right? All these stories of people in grocery stores where there's shootings and stuff, and you have no idea when he was visibly disturbed, right? You don't taunt somebody who is visibly disturbed. He has nothing to lose. He's already on the street, right? You have no idea what he's going to come in and do in the store. Like, it was wrong for them to taunt him. So then she starts calling me sweetie and hun and honey, and I'm just like, no. So there was a young man. When I say young man, he was like in his 20s, late 20s, bagging. And went out to the car, and I had a sizable order. Most of it was herbs. And I'm thinking about this, and I'm just like, this woman is always rude. And today, that behavior endangered people. So I tried calling, and they're like, oh, we don't have the staff to answer calls. Please come into the store or send an email online. So I went back in the store. And it turns out the young man that was bagging was the manager. And I explained to him why I was so disgusted. I said, and then, on top of it all, she starts calling me honey and sweetie. I said, that? He goes, it's rude. I said, it's fucking rude. I said, but more importantly, she put everybody in the store in danger. And I said, and picking on someone who is disturbed is inhumane. I said, I don't like spending money here. You never know. You never know, right? Oh my God. I just can't believe it. But I was irritated because those three produce guys, they looked like they were in their 20s, picked on this guy. Like, they instigated it. I didn't hear what they said to him. And I'm sure that there was like past history or whatever. But like I said, given this guy's reaction, they said something lewd and obnoxious to him, not, would you please sit someplace else? Or move it along. And they were snickering too. They were so it was just like, I'm like, not cool. Not cool at all. I came home and I made those bean preparations. I said I was going to do all those lentils and stuff. So mixed them with all the herbs and everything. So it's like just add water and butter kind of thing in a pot. And chopped up greens, did vegetable preparations, put them in the freezer. And I have candied lemons drying in the dehydrator, and I'll chop those up and make candies at some point when they're done. What else did I do? Laundry. I cleaned the house, scrubbed the toilets and the sinks. I didn't do the shower. I can't do the shower. I don't have. We have hard water and it leaves scale in the tub real bad, and I just don't have the. I don't have the ability to scrub it hard enough. Omar has to get that out. So he does. He does the showers like every couple weeks. Oh my God. So yeah. I slept real good last night. Slept real good. Anyway. Basketball game tonight, huh? It's a basketball game tonight. Anyway.